What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Another sanctioned event has been and gone this weekend. This time it was the turn for the Reykjavik CrossFit Championships, and again the big names have taken them #1 spots. However, due to other qualification positions, the actual ticket to the games hasn't gone to the top positions. On the men's side, it was second place that got the games invite, and on the women's side they went all the way down to 5th place to get that all-in-point invite. So let's start with the men's this week, and Iceland's very own Carl Gudmundsson took the #1 spot. He was very dominant and is looking very good this year. He won 4 events across the weekend, cementing his #1 spot, and he actually finished no lower than 9th in any of the events. He took first place in the very first event, which was the 3K trial run up the mountain, Mount Esja. If I've pronounced that correctly, I have no idea. So yeah, after the whole competition, he'd won by 92 points, which is like quite a big margin. And in second place was Henrik Oscarsson. And Oscarsson will actually receive the invite to the CrossFit Games because Gudmundsson has took the national champion spot of Iceland. So the second place gets the invite to the games. So 2 people from Iceland are now going to the games. Oscarsson actually had a very good weekend as well. He was holding off some veterans of the sport, such as Will Moonrad and Paul Tremblay, which I don't know if you saw, but Paul Tremblay hit like a crazy snatch on Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. So Oscarsson actually started the last event very fast, trying to hold off Moonrad, who was actually trying to make history. So he would have been the first person to go back to the games after serving a drug suspension. So I don't quite know how I feel about that. So I'm kind of glad Oscarsson got his spot over Moonrad. So that's just my opinion. Moving on to the team side of things. We seem to keep mentioning this woman over and over again, but our very own Sam Briggs is just absolutely destroying it this year. Like, she is winning so often, it is crazy. I think she's got so many different routes for a ticket to the games. It's just cementing how strong she is this year, and I think she's going to be a challenger this year at the games. I really do. Like, she may be a lot older than all the other women, but she is putting on performance after performance after performance. She was part of JST this weekend in Reykjavik, and those guys absolutely smashed the field, holding off Invictus Boston, who took 2nd place. And in 3rd place was Superhero Project, who, for me, they win the competition just with that name. So JST looked very strong. On the mountain run, Briggs just went off like a rocket. I think she beat all the individual women, and I think she was only a few places back in the men. So that just goes to show how good she is at those type of events, and she hasn't got the nickname The Engine for no reason. JST held an 18-point lead going into the final day over Invictus Boston, and then the next 2 events they went backwards and forth. So JST got first, and then Invictus Boston got 2nd, and then the next event they swapped over. So the point margin stayed very tight throughout that final day. And then in the last workout, each member had the chance to get their own 50 points. So the fact that they had Sam Briggs in the team for that one just absolutely kind of showed her value 100%. I believe JST are the only team from the UK to ever make the games, so they'll be making history going back for the 2nd time in 3 years. So JST coming out from Wigan. It'd be interesting to see what Sam Briggs does, or who will replace her if she doesn't do the team and goes individual. I presume she will do individual, so it'll be interesting to see who will come in and fill her spot. So just a little bit more about Sam Briggs this year and like how dominating she has been. So her record this year, she won the Dubai CrossFit Championship. She then went and won the Australia CrossFit Championship. She was then crowned the national champion of England and placed 20th in the Open Worldwide, and now she's placed 1st as a team at the Reykjavik Championship. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. This is a woman who is a lot older than all the other athletes, and she is still so dominant. My spirit animal by far, the amazing panda. Right, so now moving on to the women's side. Each day there was a new leader at the top of the leaderboard. That's how close it was. Now, I just want a quick mention for second place, Hayley Adams. This girl is only 18, 19 years old. She's just received her invite to the games through the Open. She was in 31st and has now been knocked up after all reviews to 30th. As a teenager at the games, she won her age category and she was so dominant. But to see one of the young upcoming athletes be so good in the kind of senior level is unbelievable. We saw Hayley at Strength in Depth in London and she was holding her own with the big girls of the sport. So to see her absolutely boss the Reykjavik Championship, yeah, she didn't get first place, but a second place finish in a very strong field at a sanctioned event has got to do wonders for her confidence. So I think she's definitely one to watch in the future. 18 and training with Rich Froning at CrossFit Mayhem is just, for me, she's going to be so good, it's unbelievable. But the winner this weekend on the women's side was Jacqueline Dahlstrom. And she wasn't leading on day one or day two, so she kind of took hold of the competition on the final day to cement her #1 spot. So on day one, Thuri Helgadóttir was #1, top of the leaderboard. Day two, Hayley Adams was top of the leaderboard, and day three, Dahlstrom was top of the leaderboard. So it just goes to show how open the field was in the women's this weekend. But to see who got the games invite from this women's side, we had to go all the way down to 5th place. So Dahlstrom and Adams, along with 3rd place Anna Frakow and 4th place Helgadóttir, have all got their games invite already. So we go to 5th place, and that was Sweden's Hanna Karlsson. And her boyfriend Simon Montoya has actually already got a ticket to the games as well. He finished 20th in the Open, so that's quite cool. Imagine that, boyfriend and girlfriend going to the Open. That is one fit couple. That's class. Has that ever happened before? Oh, you got Jamie Green and Elliot Simmons, I guess, as well. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I thought this weekend, after the normalities of first positions in the other sanctioned events, I thought this field was really wide open. So the fact that we've got some names that aren't so well known on the ladies' side performing at really good high standards, it just makes the games a lot more exciting. Obviously you got the likes of like Toomey and David's daughter, Sarah Sigmund's daughter, you know, all these big names, but it would be nice to see some of these lesser names compete with them at the game. So we shall see how that goes on. Thank you for watching this roundup of the Reykjavik CrossFit Championship. If you did enjoy the video, please smash that like button. And if you're enjoying these news type videos, please also smash that subscribe button. I really do appreciate the support. And I will see you in the next one.